Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Bharati Sethi. I'm an associate professor at the School of Social Work, King's College, Western University. Today, I'm going to share with you a short video with some information that I hope will help you plan for your very promising future. So if you give me a second, I will share the PowerPoint slides with you. I've been at the School of Social Work for about 5 years. A little bit about me. Sometimes I pretend to be normal, but it gets boring. So I go back on being me. Much of my work is looking at the integration and adaptation of immigrants and refugees. My work involves immigrants and refugees who are new to Canada, either in urban or rural regions. Currently, I'm working on a number of research projects. One of them is looking at older immigrants in terms of what is it that they require to age well. The other project is very timely. It's about caregivers in terms of workplace policies. So really looking at the work-life balance. What are some of the resources that caregivers who are providing unpaid care to an older adult, their parents, another family member, neighbors, friend, and are also engaged in paid employment. What are the workplace policies that are needed so that they can balance both paid and as well as unpaid work? The other project is about Syrian refugees, looking at the models in terms of evaluation. Uh, how are these privately sponsored refugee model versus government sponsored or blended visa? How are they working and what are the pros and cons so we can improve upon these models? What is social work? I always wondered why somebody doesn't do something about that. Then I realized I was somebody. If you're a person who watches the news, for example, and says, I want to do something about that. If you're somebody who wants to help a vulnerable, marginalized individual, be a change agent, whether it's at the individual level, whether it's at the community level, whether it's at the government level, this is a job for you. Students always ask, what is the difference between psychology and social work? Psychology asks a person whether they believe the glass is half full or half empty. And social work asks a person if they know the glass is refillable and who or what stops them from accessing the tap. Social work profession then goes beyond just helping. Very simply, what we do is we try to look at the person in the environment. Does the individual or a community or a nation need in terms of resources to be socially, economically, and politically productive? So we try to balance this person-environment approach. What is available in the environment and what is needed, and how can we help that individual, family, or community access that? If you're stubborn, this is a great profession for you. I was very stubborn, and I never quit once I started something. Besides the great perseverance that social workers continue to show, one thing that is really common, whether you are working as a clinical social worker, community, or a group social worker, we always work directly from the heart. Social work is a career you can't leave at the office. It's not a 9-to-5 job. You're committed to facilitating change in people's lives and the environments in which they live. You often work with, on behalf of, individuals who have difficult problems or life circumstances and lack the resources with which to cope. It can be inspiring to see your clients help themselves out of a crisis using skills you have helped them find within themselves. So earlier I said that social work is a profession, that helps people. We look at the person and the environment approach, but it goes beyond that. Helping someone is great, but what is a greater gift you can give them? A greater gift is that you help them believe in themselves. Every individual, whatever their circumstances may be, they have the skills, agency to help themselves. All they need is a little help, a little encouragement, and that's what we do. We stand with the last, the least, and the lost of our society. Social work has grown over the years. It's in fact the fastest growing profession in the world. We have now not just the MSW Advanced, but we also have the Master of Social Work foundation year for students who are not, who have not completed their Bachelor of Social Work. Many of the students that I teach at the graduate level, they're from psychology, sociology, many different academic professions or backgrounds. One of the things that really makes social work so rewarding and different is that our values, our profession is embedded in the human rights and social justice. We work with the marginalized and the vulnerable in society. There are many opportunities now at the micro level, meso, and macro level. And I will talk a little bit more about that later. So, social workers work in family service agencies, addiction centers, school boards, healthcare settings. They also work in employment, correctional institutions, and also within the government. So here's the example of the micro, macro, and meso. So I am a macro social worker. I also work at the meso level. Much of my work is related to policies. So macro is looking at government, policy making, bodies of knowledge. What is our belief system? Because our belief systems are really important to whom and how we provide services. The meso level is more at the neighborhood level. And the micro level is individual, the family, your immediate environment in which you live with your parents, family members, or friends, peers. One of the things that I think that at the School of Social Work we do really well, whether we are teaching clinical social work or macro social work, we make every effort to help the students understand that the division between the micro and macro is problematic, and that much of their work, their coursework helps them understand the importance of linking the micro with the meso and the macro. Even though I work much in the community and in policy making, I must understand the importance of the micro level and the meso level. Similarly, if you choose to work as a clinical social worker, you must understand the importance of meso and macro. I'll give you a simple example. So say that your parents lose a job. At the micro level, your immediate environment is your parents. But the policies of the work or the government funding cuts impact your parents or any caregiver, your guardian, whoever is there to look after you. So there's this connection between policies, government policies or workplace policies, and how it impacts us at the individual family level. But the best part of my job is you. Honestly, the proudest moment for all of us is the graduation. Sometimes I meet students at the pre-program level who go on to do their Bachelor of Social Work. Sometimes I meet them in their third year. But at the end, it's so rewarding to see the students, mature. And I'm not just talking mature in terms of age. We get number of students, mature students, but really, graduating with such confidence and pride and going out into the world to make that difference, to be the change agent. Some of the questions you may want to think about: what is the difference between social service worker diploma and social work degree? What are the benefits of King's social work degree? What does a professional program look like? Can you practice social work right out of the university? And what are the jobs like once you graduate? So I'm going to show you a short video that may help you answer some questions.
As you think about your future, you may find yourself asking, how can I make a difference? If you start to wonder how you can make the lives of others better, you might be a social worker in the making. Social workers empower others and advocate for social justice across the lifespan by providing counseling, developing and running programs, creating policies, and conducting research. You will find social workers locally and abroad, in schools, healthcare, community agencies, justice, government, and private practice. Social workers are educated, professional, ethical, and accountable. By choosing to study social work, you will learn to work with individuals, families, groups, and communities. In addition to classroom education, you will get practical experience in social service organizations. Faculty and field instructors support you in developing the knowledge and skills you need for the challenges ahead. Social work is a profession of hope and possibilities, of action and change.
So social work is a profession that requires creativity. You know, there's no simple answers to human problems. There's a complexity of issues that people are experiencing. So, you know, you have to think outside the box. So why did I become a social worker? I became a social worker for the money and the fame. So best wishes, and I hope to see some of you in my class. And stay safe.